up, everybody? This one over here where y'all can see it. Alright, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? What's up, John? What's up? How we doing, buddy? This is some of that old Ryan Chatterson coral. Pretty sure I got it 2 years ago. Marshall, but and I started this one a long time ago as well, a few months ago for sure, maybe more like half a year. It's been a while. Anyways, thought I'd finish it up. I finished another one up, I'll show you in a minute. Right now I'm just doing the stitching along the handle. I was just going to leave this one alone, but nah. I'll give it a little bit of loving, I guess. Might as well have gone this far. This is one of my first Danish daggers ever. Not my first, but one of my first. Definitely in the first three. That didn't pop off as easy as I wanted it to. Alright, yeah, this one's just going to kind of be a bust. It is what it is. I'm not going to fool around with it too awful much. What's up? This is sweet, thanks. Oh, what's up, Explorer? Oh, Oh, welcome in, Blunt. What's going on? How much? Oh, well, I've got another one that I made today. And this is kind of my first like real one that was actually a success. This is the first time I ever tried stitching, and it was on some heat treated stuff, and it worked okay. Well, actually, this isn't heat treated. This is just some of now I can't remember what this is from. I want to say, hey, if Tradbo ever gets in here, this may be some stuff from Tradbo. I can't remember. This is my first job stitching. I did kind of terrible. This one I did it too tiny, and so because I did it too tiny, I kind of messed up. Didn't quite get as far as I wanted. Actually, I got as far as I wanted to, but I shot a flake up in through here, and then up, and it wrapped in through here. It took out a full inch worth of stitching. But otherwise, the shape is okay. Fits the hand really, really well. And I have big hands. And semi-triangle stitch. Again, I stink at this, but I am getting better. So you can't deny that. But this is one that I worked on earlier than that other one. And this one I just don't really want to fool with. I just want to sell it and be done with it. And I'm going to sell the other one too tonight, hopefully. But I thought, well, if I do sell this one, let me at least make it halfway decent. But this is one of my first. One of the issues is I got this too thin, and there's not a good transition. It's just flat and handle, you know, and that's, I just got to get used to that and work on that. But I've been telling you, I'll try to pick up Danish daggers. Everybody's asking if I can actually do it. I can do it. It just doesn't look great because I don't have a ton of practice with it. So that's kind of the only thing. And I haven't really stitched the base on this one, so maybe I can do that for a minute. I am actually going to sell a couple. You're doing good. Thanks. Good luck. No problem. Let's see. One says, how much you know? That's pretty good for being first. Ah, thanks. Is that part of a antler? I hear antler is a really good tool. No, I don't have any good antler. The only antler I have is this little rough pressure flaker out of a old deer antler. And it's not really sharp in. It kind of stinks, but literally and whatever the other way would be. I kind of just need to put this on my pad. And I'm trying to somewhat stitch the base. It's going to be nearly impossible. If I can put a little bit of stitching in there, it'll be okay. Again, this is the first one I did, and I was not really worried about the thickness of the tang. By the way, I'm wearing what's called a gaiter, like a little face mask over my nose. I've got a big fan here, but somebody commented on my last video, just be careful with the silicosis or whatever. And because I'm inside a lot, I got to thinking, let me just wear a face mask and be done with it. So if my voice sounds muffled, that is why. But hope y'all are doing well. I'm gonna try to make this interesting. Again, I do plan on selling most of these tonight, hopefully. Again, I'm not looking to do too much here. I just want some signs of stitching, really. That's all I really want, to be honest. It's all I want, all I want. back here a little bit. Anyways, if you want to get one of my first daggers ever, today might just be your chance. Even though I'm having a tough time with it. Definitely stop by here. That is very possible. Noise is crazy. Noise here on my. That no. Oh, I bet you it's my fan. That's got to be my fan. Sorry. It's the wind. You know, I kind of need. I don't know how to do it where it's not impeding my phone. I could put the phone in front of me, but it kind of shows my crotch area, just to be honest. And because I can't see it very well and it's harder for me to read comments, I just, I generally don't do it. So, but I'll give it some thought. I'll try to figure out a way to, make it a little more easier on the ears for you guys without, being immodest. You'll notice that one of my I think it was my last video, I kind of angled it where not straight on, but it was like from the side, so it wouldn't be super bad. Still there, yeah. Stopped and started back, probably because I lifted it up. I don't know. Possibly. I mean, I can put my hand in front of it like that, but there's nothing really, there's nothing I can do to like, because I need the fan blowing in my face area so I don't get all the silica in my lungs. But that's also where my phone is. So I haven't come up with the most ideal way to get around it, Bro, where's yours? I don't know what that means. I have zero clue what that means. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a good way to angle it for y'all to see it without the thing. I don't really know. I mean, I could do that. You can tell me if that's better, but it'll be out of the shot, kind of. And it's probably worse because that's where the fan's at. But I'll let y'all tell me. Better or worse? Better or worse? Worse? All right, I'll put it back over here. Tell me what that does. Oh, I'm reading upside down. Worse. Oh boy. Okay. Just sounds like thunder. Oof. Yeah, I mean, it's the fan for sure. But is it livable, like doable? Because I don't really have another way to angle it where it's gonna be nice. There's just no other way to do it. We'll figure it out another day. Right now, I'm just gonna keep napping. You'll have to deal with it. I can turn the fan down. Because it was on the second setting. So maybe that helps. Or not, who knows. All right. Yeah, that was a little better. All right. Helps with a lot less noise. Sweet. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Not super thrilled with the stitching on this at all. And that's for a couple of reasons, but again, only so much I can do. And at this stage I already crushed everything, so kind of just have to leave it. I was trying to make it nice, or nicer. But at this stage, this just kind of is what it is. Take it, leave it kind of deal. Yeah, I'm not gonna fool with it. But I will get the edge a little better. That's the least I can do. It's not super symmetrical. It's a little all over the place. And I probably won't pressure flake this one. This is just kind of a practice piece. This won't be an official Danish dagger. This is just a practice. And same with the other one. I mean, I don't really feel comfortable putting my name on it, but then again, it's like, it's not terrible. Wash it back up on. Alright, that one's just gonna be what it'll be. It's not great, but I mean, it's something, right? I'm honest. Dude, this is awesome. Thanks, Rob. Jesse, what's up, Jesse? All your flakes, they go into a rock garden. Love what you're doing. How much is this spear? Well, I'm gonna sell this one eventually, but it's kind of pricey. Pretty cool. So what is it? It's a dagger. You hold it in your hand, and it's a little dagger. It's a knife, stone knife. Yep. Yep. Now this is the one I made yesterday. Well, yesterday and today. I finished it today. It's got a thicker handle, and I got a better slope on it. See, the slope is a little better. And the stitching kind of stunk. Again, I didn't do the right kind of stitching on this. I should have stuck with the indirect. And then I also, fluted into my long handle, which really stunk. Because I had some good stitching up through there. But I did side stitching across both sides. And somewhat on the base, somewhat of a cross-section base. But I feel like that's progress, I got a slight, working down. It's not just flat, like this one. I was able to keep a thicker handle, but still not what I want. I clipped this, it was wider, so that kind of stunk. But it's not bad, you know what I mean? Buffalo River, no, this is some raw Flint River chert. Which is kind of another reason why stitching can be hard, is because this is raw. This is heat treated, but it was already too far gone when I started fooling with it today, and so this one's probably the most complete out of the two. This one's really cool though, just the shape alone. But it's got like a little 8-out area right there. And it's got a hinge right there. So not really amazing, but anyways, 2 daggers. I'll probably sell them tonight. And then also this handle. I'll probably sell this handle for really cheap tonight. This was just kind of practice. I could still work on it, but I really don't want to. Killer Jake looks. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, give me some nice Georgetown. I'll be rocking and rolling now. For sure. Now, that 20-minute museum piece, I did a challenge video the other day. This is what that looks like. And sometimes I sell these challenge points for cheap just because, they came from a challenge video, and usually I'll sign it, 20-minute challenge piece. But if anybody wants it, y'all can bid on that, but it's not crazy. And then I'll sell those a little bit later when we got a little more viewers. Wait to see if anybody else shows up, even though we already got a good crew. But yeah, that's for sale. It shouldn't go for much. It's one of those kind of cool things. Like, oh, wow, I had a video on it. So it's not worth much. Let's see. What can I work? I don't know. I kind of wanted to start on another dagger. I don't have any good material with me to work right now for a dagger. And I got a piece of Tallahassee. That's the last thing I want to work. Oh, goodness. This lamp just keeps falling. I'm telling you. It's because I got too many rocks on the floor. That's why. Come on. We'll find you a place where you can actually stay. How about right there? Okay, that'll work. Oh yeah, no, I was just talking about I got a ton of material. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to work next. I got a bunch of stuff I could use. Actually, I want to use the other one. I think the other one was thinner. Actually, the other is 4 pane. Yeah, no thanks. Honestly, don't want to work this on too much either. I'm in a predicament here. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I need to see if this will turn into anything. It's got some seams and cracks. It's not something I could sell, but not something I want to throw away either. So maybe I'll work on this for a while. You got the major bidders now. Hurry up, we're all close to our bedtime. Oh, come on now. Come on now. Bear with me here. Bear with me here. Hold up. Hold up. Bear with me here. I gotta check something really quick. Everybody still alive? All right, I think we're still alive. Hold up. Just bear with me here. I had a text message I needed to get to. Yeah, I'll sell them in a maybe 10, 15 minutes. Just in case there's an extra straggler. But if any of our bidders are like, all right, I gotta go, then maybe I'll consider it. Yeah, there's this fat seam here. It's gonna cut the whole thing out right there. That stinks. That's all the way up too. All right. This is just one of those seamy pieces, you know. Just one of those seamy pieces. Hey, somebody donated something. Thanks, man. All right. AG too good. I will say, AG, it's really hard for me to read long comments when I'm napping. I'm sure there's some good stuff there, though. I'll try to get some other folks to summarize for me. I don't want to lose my train of thought when I'm pulling napping here. But I said that because I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you. All right, where's the other seam at? Oh, right here. Got to get this out for sure. And that looks like a deep one. That's a deep one, folks. I might can catch some of it from this side. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. Set up one of them real long platforms, maybe. Problem is, I kind of got that one low, so I gotta isolate a good strike here. Ooh, got up there to it, but it did not like it. It did not like it. Big seam, easy. Yeah. Flake sharp? They are. How did you know? Lance, what's up, Lance? By the way, we're at 99 likes. It is very possible that I will conclude my stream with 250 likes. Which I hope is soon, because I don't want to spend all night in here, you know. Y'all may like that, but I got a bedtime too, you know. Not really. I'm trying to get by the seam. It's being funny. Oh, come on. Hey, sharp. 100 on what, Explorer? Sharper than the... Yeah, flakes are generally sharper than the airheads I make. And there's multiple reasons for that. Meltable. That's pretty. This is just a kind of a raunchy piece of heated coral. Like, it's got potential, don't get me wrong, but it's not like one of those wowzer pieces. But it has some color in there, which makes me think it's, you know. Oh, lights. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, we're up to 109 now. That's sweet. Just 141 to go. Yay. That's gonna take forever. And it has this little cortex area in the middle. I need to try to get around. So tough doing, tough doing. What can you do? What can you do? Do you want a prize or something? You may. You may. Not today, probably. Unless you want a bid, you might. You might then. But, you know, we can only have carnivals, you know, every so often. If we have them every night, it's like, okay. You know. You know. Okay, so I got through some of the tough areas. Problem is, there's kind of like a wave pool in through here. Like a uber wave pool. Oh, Polybius. What a legend. What an absolute legend. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Give it a like there. I am the goat. Bah, bah. All right, no Mountain Dew tonight, Polybius. I got the old-fashioned water with sweet tea flavor in it. That's what I got. But it tastes good. I don't need caffeine this late, I don't think. Not tonight for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll do right there. That'll do. That was nice. That was nice. That's it. I do have Mountain Dew inside. Don't you get me wrong now. Don't you get me wrong, please. I do have it inside. I tell you what. I can give you $3 off your next point. How about that? Oh man, talk about rough stone. A hinge bad on it. That was a terrible hinge. Now how do we get hinges out? We thin the piece. preferably by not hitting more hinges in there, but by catching it from the side, either here or here or here or here. But in this case, we had a hinge, and I set up a platform way over here, not here, but way over here, to just run around that joker. Now we still got a little hinge, but that's like way more doable, you know. Shoot, my last score is enough blessings for a while. Appreciate it, Plebius. It's very kind of you, man. See that? That caught the extra hinge right there. Got to shoot from a different angle. And some of you say, oh, there's still a little hinge there. It's like, okay. You know, at some point it gets so small, I just get it later, you know. I'll come back to it. It's one of those, I'll do it tomorrow kind of things, right? I'll get to that another time. But for y'all's sake, I flipped it off. Most of it off. That'll do for now. Some of these flakes, these are too small to do anything with. Half of them are going to be hingy. Yeah, these are too small to fool with, Attorney. Yeah, pretty much every flake I've got is just small. These are the 3 biggest down yonder. They just ain't much of nothing. Yeah, I do actually. Eventually I got a box I'll make out of everything in there. Everything in there. Like a medium box of just really cool looking flakes. Do I epoxy? Oh, you must be talking to somebody else. Or maybe you're talking to me. I don't epoxy my points. Never have. All right, let's see if we can wham a flake off of here. That was big enough, but that's probably the only one halfway decent. Too bad it's got a slight curve, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's not like the glassiest coral in the world either. It may look like it, but it'd be a little difficult to shoot some good flakes off, even at that small stage. That's why I like percussion, is even if you got some grainy stuff, if you set your platform up and you smack it, it'd be fine. But at a smaller scale, there's nothing really exciting about this. Like that flake broke in two. This is just kind of some cruddy material. But again, I didn't want to waste it, so that's why we're here. That's why we're doing it. And it was about the only workable thing I really wanted to work with. Alright, thin as a razor, something like that. Something like that. This is a risk, and I don't think it'll pay off. Actually, it did. Those strikes are the most important. Who can tell me why? These strikes close to the base, where they thin out everything in here. Who can tell me why these strikes are the most important to do on both sides? Who can tell me? Especially here, not in the middle, not at the tip, right here. Right in here. Why is that important? Who can tell me? This has a seam running down the entire thing. Notching, that's a good observation, not what I'm looking for. But yes, in many ways, it is good for notching, no doubt. Why else? Last chance of braking, okay. There is a concept there, you know, where, you know, this can be a really challenging part, the base. Most of the time it's the widest, and so, you know, reducing something there can be difficult. Yeah, that's a part of it, yeah. And all these are true. I'm just looking for something specific. Like making a spear. Okay. Prevents shock, moving up the blade and finishing. Yeah, that's definitely a part of it. Goes along with the earlier comment of breaking it. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I'll let me see if I have a way of explaining this. This is a 20-minute point. I didn't really give it much thought, but the reason why I generally like these flakes is because this right here, you know, a fourth to a third of the way up the point, right in the middle, no matter if you got a stem point, no matter if you got a corner notch point, that right there is generally always the thickest. This is a 20-minute point. I wasn't even considering that. And that's the thickest right there. You pinch it there in the middle. When you look at all these examples in the book, and you take, you know, any of your big blades, especially your Pickwicks, your Marions, that's going to be where the thickness is. That's just how it is on a lot of different points. You name it, that's going to be the thickest area, generally speaking. Even on Kirk corner notches, right there is going to be your thickest point. Right there. Not up here. Generally not down here, but right there. Let's go to Pickwicks here. Hey, Noonans are the same. But you see this one's thinned down there. That's what I'm trying to do. You see, even here on Wasissas, they shoot up, but there's still a thick part right there. That's just how a lot of these blades are. And so getting that particular strike is critical for me, you know, when I'm trying to reduce things down. That's always the thickest point. Look here. All that mess right there, thickest point. This is still a thin blade. That's the thickest point right here. Now I've seen this, you know, personally, but the thickest point's there. They got some flutes up here. That's the thickest point. Look here, there's a little hinge here and a slight little hinges there. This down here is flat, but right there, thickest part of the whole point. So that is why I like thinning down right there while you're still somewhat wide. So maybe that helps. Flakes down the whole piece. Well, eventually you'll do flakes down the whole piece. But really right there is kind of my goal, is to try to reduce that in particular. Get this flat. Now I still want it to be the thickest part. Let me clarify. I want that to be the thickest part, because if I got way up here being the thickest part, that just don't look like an arrowhead. That looks like some kind of tomahawk doings. But I want it thinned down where it's not like, I don't want Mount Everest right here, in other words. I don't just want a big fat stack right there. I want it thinned down, but I want everything else to be thinner. That's kind of what I got going on. Tommy's leaving. Well, let me sell things before everybody gets gone, even if you aren't bidding. All right, so I got a couple things. Let's start with the coral one. This is the one that's a little worse made. Now, you can make an argument, but anyways, it's a dagger that's just kind of okay. Again, this is my experiment dagger. It's got, you know, some zigzag along the edge, and the zigzag here looks atrocious. But it's not like terrible, all things considered, you know. The blade section's fine. And it did take me a while to make. That's just part of it. But if anybody did want it, it's got some translucence. You could bid on it, but no pressure. I mean, if nobody wants it, that's fine. Yeah, this is just one of my first daggers. It's I think my second or third. Depends on how you clarify this handle over here. And oh, your laughter, what's up? I think you were here from yesterday. I want to say I actually got your cash app. Oh, I can't remember now. I think I got whatever it is you did. All right, we got a bid at 80 bucks. All right. I remember that. Yeah. Looks like we got an $80 bid. There we go. Again, this is nothing fancy. I don't expect this to go anything crazy, okay? And it's not perfect by any means, but it's just a coral dagger. It's something to study, something to look at, something to put in the case, and just, you know, it's just a hair under 8 inches. And I got a dog on looking here. Got your, yeah, you sure did. You sure did. The 10, 20, 15 minute challenge? I think it was a 15-minute challenge. All right, 80 going once. This is just some Florida coral, nothing crazy. All right, we got 80 going twice. What you think, Bo? You smell this one? You smell this one? You smell? All right, and we're gonna sell it, I'm thinking at 80 bucks. Cool beans. Again, nothing too awful crazy. If I don't see anything in the next 5 seconds for sake of lag, then your laughter got it. Finally went something. Yeah, there you go. Sweet. And some of our bidders are out, so that always gives some people an advantage. So, sweet. All right, we got, I think 2 more things to auction off. Hold on here, Bo. Back it up. 2 more. Attorney Bailey, it's already too late. Yeah, send your name and address. Yes, perfect. That'd be great. Unless you're bidding on the next one, attorney. All right, so the next one is raw Flint River shirt. It's got a better taper towards the tip. It's got, you know, a little better symmetry. And I did more edge work here. Again, some of my downfalls, this being my 3rd or 4th one ever actually attempted it, is I had the stitch going up to here, and then I ran a flake here and it ran all the way back. And that was kind of tragic. Another mistake is I did my stitching a little too tiny. Now you can still see. Well, you beat him out this time, Laughter, so that's good. He was too late. But this is better stitching than some other things I've done. Obviously, I stitched the side, stitched this, and then I got kind of a triangle stitching towards the base. But again, very rudimentary. I'm practicing. And again, this being raw chert, it didn't help at all. But it's pretty solid. And I'll go ahead and open it up for auctions if anybody wants it. It's gonna be 8 1/4, 8 2, 3, 4, 5 16ths. 8 5/16ths. It fits my hand pretty well, and I got a big hand. I'm 6'2", and that kind of digs a little bit in me, but Yeah, I've just got big hands and long fingers. I blame my mom for that. She's probably watching. All right. Any takers? Any takers? All right, we got Tommy starting us out. Tommy starting us out at 50. Now, this being raw chert, well, it's got some translucence in the tip. How about that? All right, we got 50 bucks for a Danish dagger. All stitched up. Not the most pretty in the entire world, but getting better. And you get the bragging rights to say, I got a Gulf Coast Knapping dagger. One of his early ones, before he got good. Or really, really good. I'm pretty happy with this one. All right, 50 going twice. Don't tell me that's where we stop now. Don't let Tommy get a good deal. This is a monster. $2,500 for the truck parts. Not too opposed to that. All right. Well, I think y'all are going to let Tommy get away with the steal of an entire lifetime with 50 bucks on a dagger. I am really shocked. I tell you what, I'm going to have to start putting prices on these things. Y'all can't keep getting away with this. Absolute highway robbery. But that's okay. I'm not going to put any extra doolollies in the bag this time. No, he got the grand shebang. All right, 50 going twice. A dagger. I'm gonna get so many comments later, or they're gonna get so mad, but that's okay. I opened the auction, so I gotta end it. And if I don't see anything, then Tommy gets it at 50. The next 10 to 20 seconds. That's crazy. I probably spent about 4 hours on this thing. It took a while. 50 bucks is probably how much I got the tab for when I think about it. Oh, goodness. All right, Tommy, you get it for 50 bucks. Here I am shaking my head. Just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I just can't believe that. But you know what? Shipping it's going to be 10 bucks. All right. Again, the last thing is just this boo-boo. Now, this one, please, if this goes for 50 bucks, I'm going to be so mad at y'all. This shouldn't go for that at all. This is that $20 or $20. Probably go for 20 bucks. This is that 20-minute challenge, 20-minute museum challenge I did yesterday. I think I posted this one yesterday. And sometimes I auction these off for cheap because I'll write on there, you know, a 20-minute challenge video, Jake Anderson, and then I'll put a gloss over it. And anyway, sometimes these are good for kids or for those who, you know, want like a video on it. And, you know, but if you don't want it, you can start the bidding at 20 or 15. And if you don't get over that, then fine. I mean, I could sell bifaces, but, you know, I like my bifaces, you know. There's some that I just, you know. I mean, I could. I mean, you want me to go through some stuff that I could sell? I mean, I got plenty of stuff I'd sell. I got literally over 1,000 bifaces in this place. I mean, they're everywhere. In this bucket, I got 100 of them probably right here. Oh, thanks, Tommy. I got my notifications off, but you know, I appreciate it either way. You don't have to do it. So, y'all have been generous to me as it works out. Oh, by the way, I think I mentioned this in the previous 25 for the challenge point. All right, if nobody's gonna beat that, then it's sold. And you know what? I don't think I've sold it to you in the old candy factory. I don't think I have. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with your laughter. me go back here. There we go. Oh, I didn't even see Matthew's 15. Because I don't know if anybody will do more than 25. If you send 25 bucks to any one of those, I'll ship it to you. You just got to give me your shipping information. And then I'll know you're a real bidder. That way I'll be really, I'll even have, I got it, Tommy. Appreciate it. But in the old candy factory, you're new, so I'm very skeptical. But if you send it to one of these with your info, then you got it. But preferably, you need to do it during the stream. Preferably. That way I can write it down. And anyways, but you'll want to screenshot this and go ahead and do it, or I'll offer it to somebody else. That's usually how I do. Yeah, Tommy's a goat. Tommy's the goat. Tommy's the goat for sure. Yeah, and the only reason I say $10 is with how heavy the handle is. It's being raw chert. I don't know. This is gonna weigh more than a pound, so I've got to put it in a flat rate box. And the small flat rate boxes are now like $12. It's pretty stupid. It's pretty crazy, ain't it, Marsh? So that'll help me out for sure. See some of the bifaces? I mean, yeah, you can see some. Do you want me to sell some? I mean, I can sell some bifaces. Oh, let me move this big thing here. I can sell some bifaces for sure. Y'all ain't gonna tell me twice. It's just y'all won't be getting the A+ stuff because I got to keep the A+ stuff. Ain't that right, Marshall? That's exactly right. What, do y'all want me to make a pile or something? Is that what you want me to do? I'll make a pile. Watch out, though. Let me figure out some bifaces, okay? We'll figure out some bifaces. Hey, I got your Cash App, by the way. I got your Cash App. I just got it. Thanks, man. What an absolute legend. I hope you love it. That's going to take a bit to ship too, but I'm excited for y'all to see it and you know, and whatever. So who cares? I mean, I can make a big fat pile and then y'all can bid or something. I don't know. Like this piece of Fort Payne's cool, but it's like, okay. You may just create a big box. Let me get a 5-gallon bucket. Let me get a 5-gallon bucket. Hold up here. Move some stuff. This will be fun. I haven't done anything like this in ages. In fact, here's a medium box. I'm gonna dump what's in it right this moment. But that way I'll know what'll fit in a medium box. All right, okay. Here we go. Let's move my tent here. And let's find some stuff to fool around with. And I need a good chair to do it. Or I can just sit. No, this one's broke. Okay, well. Let me just... Jake, you're better than this. Come on, get a chair. Get a chair. Okay. Marshall's like, what in the world are you doing, Jake? What in the world are you doing? Now, will I use this exact medium flat rate box? Probably not. Given that the humidity in here is terrible, I'm going to need to do another box. Add some heated coral. I need a glove. I need to do this every night. Y'all need to tell me to do this every night. This is going to be fun. Because this way I can get rid of some stuff. And I don't feel like I'm like wasting my time, you know what I mean? All right. All right, Marshall. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in that glove. Hold up. Okay, that should be better. Okay. That's some raw coral. I'm gonna have to go through a lot because some of this is raw. Flint River, I don't want. That's raw. I'm not gonna ship raw stuff. This is raw. That's raw. This one I'm curious about. I kind of want to keep that one. There are gonna be some again I want to keep for sake of curiosity. This one could be interesting. Raw. That'd make a good Hillsborough, but it's not big enough. And some of these are just kind of boo-boo things. Raw. This is a good heated flake, coral. Probably need to do something with that, huh? You sent it? Let me see. Hey, you did send it. We got a new... Hey, we're getting some new buyers here now. I tell you. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, this is heated. It's not the greatest piece in the world. It's not one I want to fool with, but it can make a point. That's good coral. This one's got cracks in it. That's the only reason. This one's got enough potential. I want to fool with it. That's raw. Oof. It's good, but like at what cost, you know? I mean, I could make something from it. It's got that fire pop, but I think it can be worked around. You see all the rocks I'm working with? Raw. Pretty much any time I see Flint River, I'm gonna throw it in there. It's good stuff for sure. It's just I got too much of it. Most of this is raw. Okay, let me move a little forward. Should I put that in there? I don't know. I feel like that's a space waster. Like, it's good stuff. You just got to know how to run ridges. $50 for what? This one? The thing is, though, attorney, this is raw raw Pedernales, and it needs some heat treating. If you want it for 50, that's cool. But, oh, what's up, Carrie? Well, I'm going and selling bifaces. That's what I'm doing. You can, well, what would I ship it in? I honestly don't even want to ship it because it'd take too much to ship. I think it'd barely fit in a medium flat rate. The thing is, you'd have to heat treat it, attorney. That's the only thing. It'd be a tough nap, in other words. That's good. That's fine. This one is heat treated. It's a raw biface of that same stuff. Let's see. That's some hornstone. I want to keep the last two things of hornstone. This is a chunk of heated coral. That's the ugliest one in the thing, but who cares? All right, let's mosey around here. You'd buy that. If there's any one in particular you want to buy, that don't feel right throwing in there. You can call it out, but otherwise I'm just going to throw it in here. I mean, it's decent Tallahassee, but it's not big enough for y'all. For me, I can work it, but for y'all it'd be difficult. This is just... Ryan Chatterson gave me this. I don't feel right selling it, even though it's not crazy. Okay, let me mosey around somewhere. A little closer. Just start getting a little further in. Now, out of these big Flint River flakes, I'll put a couple big ones, but the small ones, no. it's like, okay, like, you know, if we want this to be a decent box, we need it to be a decent box. I already got a bunch of stuff under here. Small little spall. Okay, I need to move. I need to move over yonder or something. Let's move. Let's move, Marsh. Let's move. Back over here for another 2 seconds. Oh, that's the same one from Ryan. I did, yeah. It actually just got sold. I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. That got sold. Was hoping I'd have some heat treated stuff. Some low grade heat treated coral. This is some raw coral that looks pretty insane. Small though. More Flint River. It's a good spall. Again, I just got too much Flint River. I mean, I don't. That's raw. I need to heat that up. Just got a lot of raw stuff laying around. That's raw. 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 Goodness gracious. All right, anything in here? Tallahassee preform. That's gonna break the moment you hit it. It's a raw preform. These are just some boo-boo. These are boo-boo coral preforms, okay? That's what they are. Nothing crazy about them. That's a boo-boo coastal. I don't even know what that is. I haven't looked in here in literally 4 or 5 years. All that's raw, needs working through. And there may be a good heated chunk or two, but I'll throw that one in there for good measure. Okay, let me mosey on over yonder somewhere. Okay, let me get my chair or something to sit on here. Okay. These are all my better coral ones. They're heated, so like these are nicer. That's a really good piece of coral. This one's got a curve to it, but it's got enough mass to keep it straight. The Knapping Discord. I guess I could. Just get on the knee here, I guess. Looking for stuff that's big enough. But not stuff I wanna sell per se. That's got a crack in it. Or not stuff that I don't want to sell. You can fool with that. I mean, it'll be fine, but this one I want to keep for sure because I need to reheat it. This one's interesting. What is my fishing lure doing down there? That's pretty. I'm going to keep that one. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to keep that I'm never going to use. Again, this one needs heat, but I'll throw it in there. It's a mollywhopper of a chunk. This needs heating. Can't remember what's under here. Just a lot of different stuff. Gotta make something decent, probably. If you watched me make a levy point, that's what that levy point came out of. That same material. I like that one too much. Make a birdie point. All right, what else I got? Got too much stuff. Way too much stuff. Why is my light not on this whole time? That's not fun. I feel like this could work. That's not great. None of these are amazing, really. That one's got a fat seam in it. I'm gonna keep that one because I don't think it'll work. That one needs heating for sure. This one stinks. That one needs heating. This one's really pretty. That'll make a nice one. Oh, come on, Jake. Not quite full yet. Let's see. Oh, no, that's pretty. It's got seams, though. This one will be good for sure. That'll be that nice pink purple. This is one that's one that I would work right there. That's some pinhead. Whoopsies. What is that? That's a little bit rougher, but it heat treated fine, so. That's about all I'm gonna be able to fit in there. It's already kind of high, so. I'll need to squash it down. Okay, who wants that box? Who wants that one? Yeah, that's heat treated. Ooh, that'll be a nice one. All right, my live stream literally just went out and then went back in. So I hope that y'all can hear me. I really hope that y'all can hear me. Yeah, we're bidding on the box. Yeah, bidding on the box. Who wants the box? Who wants the box? We can go over what's in the box again if we need to. Let me just dump it out. I'll dump it out. Watch out, Marsh. Watch out. Yeah, I'm gonna dump the box out. All right, all this is gonna be in the box, whoever gets it. This one's gonna be epic. That's out of coral. This one's out of coral. That one will be good. Obviously, you got Flint River. This one should be just fine. This one does need a little heat, but it can absolutely be worked just like it is. It's a good piece of coral. Obviously, Flint River. This one will be sick. Y'all still there? Anybody in the comment section? Did I lose everybody? This one I reheated, actually. And this one should be fine. I don't know why I threw that one in, but I did. What you say, Marsh? All right, is anybody still there? All right, okay, I see Lance now. All right. All right, Lance at 80. I appreciate Chris at 50, though. We got Lance at 80. So let me count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one's really cool. This one's gonna have some of the coral polyps in it. 10, 11. Now some raw coastal. 12, 13, 14. This one's gonna be sick. 15. I'm gonna show you that one in a minute. 16, 17, 18. I'll flake that one, but 19. 20. That's gonna be a killer point. I should have kept that one. 21, 22. Those are just whatever. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ooh, that's pinhead. Get the pinstripes. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Won't count that one. 37, 38. This one has great potential. The orange one. That's basically already preformed, ready to go. I lost count, honestly. John at 175 is a, oh my goodness, that's up there. All right, I don't foresee anybody getting beaten that. All right, 175 going once. 175 going twice. I won't even flake into it. It'll be fine. Yeah, goodness, that's a. I hope you like it. You know, if you're me or Lance, you know, you could make one or two, get your money back. But for others, it may take, making a point out of, half the box or something like that. But yeah, John just out of nowhere. All right, 175 for John. All right, I'm gonna dump all this again. Because I need to reuse the box. You may say, reuse the box. Well, look at all this stuff. I'm only gonna do one more tonight. I don't have the gumption to do anything else tonight other than one more. Honestly, this is kind of pushing it for me. But I got tubs of crap. I need to get behind here, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to once I push the boat up. Oh, let me push the boat up real quick. This is my boat that broke because of my dumb tail. Steven sent $1. What's up, Steven? All right, we got all this stuff down here. That's raw stuff, and then some heated stuff, and some stuff there, some stuff still in the kiln. Okay, I need a light back here. All right, I know for a fact this is heat treated. That's probably the biggest one I got. So I'm gonna keep that one. I'll throw this one in. This is heat treated. It's kind of that blue ice. It should be completely translucent. All right, same thing here. Heat treated, just the blue ice coral. That's what all this is actually, now that I look at it. This is kind of a rough one. This one's halfway decent, but it's not amazing. Yeah, those could be better. Let's see. All right, we got some coral in here that's heat treated. This one's got a seam going through it. This one should be fine. Ooh. I know that's a flake, but it's too cool and it's thin and won't take up any room in the box. This has enough thickness to be something nice. Let's see. That's thick enough. That's thick enough. That'll be good. All right, let's move down here. I'm gonna sit on one of these buckets here. And bring my box with me. Okay. Yeah, I need to get a light for in here. Okay. Now I got some of my best coral and best coastal here. So I can't sell that for sure. But some of this other stuff, yeah. This one I definitely need to keep. This one has a seam, but it can be worked around, and that's just the bottom side, so that should be a pretty spall. That's got a seam running all the way through. That's tragic. This one has a seam running through. This one I wanted to keep to make a nice like Florida point, but it's a good spall. This is another good spall. It's basically a preform. Ooh, now that one's cool. That line in the middle has healed. That burn, that's nice. Some translucence too. Goodness. Man. This is one that my instinct tells me to keep. But then again, I know it's you guys. So I'll throw it in there. That hurts, but I'll throw it in there. That's a good little flake. This one's really interesting, but it's too small. That's big enough. This has polyps galore. That's big enough. Good flake. This one I'm unsure about. It has a seam. This one I know has a seam because I worked into it. The best ones, I think I overcooked a little bit of the best ones. Did that get heat treating? Why didn't I see this one? I need to look at that one later. Okay. I mean, there's some coastal in here that's not amazing. Let's grab our box and go out yonder somewhere. Yeah. Has a curve, but it's still gonna be nice. I wanted to keep this one, but I don't know. Yeah, oh, it's because of the seams. That's why. This one needs heating again, tragically. This one does. These look good, but they aren't. Look at that. That's not gonna do for anybody. I just like that one too much. Let's see. I need to reheat a lot of that. These are some of my coastal ones in here. I'm partial to my coastal now. I rarely get rid of coastal. I'll throw one pink one in there though. Oh my goodness. Reheat some of these. This one will make something absolutely killer. Same with that. These are just flakes. All right, let's mosey over here somewhere. Now, a lot of these are raw, so you got to keep that in mind. Some of these like this are heat treated. This is Georgia Jasper. Looks like a lot of these are raw. The Flint River I don't mind, but yeah, that's tough. Let me switch over to some coral. I'm gonna start with the white coral. These are all heat treated. They work amazing. That one has some possible seams, but all of these work incredible. There's not a single one. You may look at it and say, oh, I don't know, but no, they all work slick as glass. In fact, all these I think are Pearl Yoder stuff. What's up, Hoosier? Just insane. And try to stick to more like preformy stuff because I know you guys, that's got a fat hole in it. Hoosier, you'll never guess what I sold today that you absolutely missed out on. Oh, that's got some color. That's gonna be slick. I mean, I could throw all these in there, but I'm being picky for you guys. Oh yeah, that'll have a little orange, I think. It's got some crud. It can be worked around, but for most folks, it'll probably break. That's got a seam in the middle. It's a good flake. That'll be a translucent one. That's pinhead. Ooh, that one's slick as all get out. Got a seam. This one would be good. That has my name on it though. Ooh, now that has some color. That has a lot of color. I need to strike into that one in a minute. All these will work just fine, but again, I'm being picky for you guys. See that seam right there? That's why I left it. Oh man, that's just perfect. That's just perfect. That's what all this stuff is gonna be. Yeah, he actually did. Tommy actually did. That'll be slick. Yep. Now, I don't normally do this now. And I'm not going to pick out many of them, all right? Okay? I'm letting y'all know right now. Explore Florida, you're going to go crazy, I know. That's fine. These are my colored coral stash. Colored coral stash. And these are ones I didn't plan on getting rid of. Just being honest with you. I mean, a lot of these I plan on keeping, so. But for y'all's sake, I will throw a couple in there. But yeah, this is kind of my personal doings here. Like that, that has some seams in it though. A lot of these are like, they have potential, but they could be bad kind of deals. That has a pocket in there, crystalline pocket. But a lot of these, there's just so much potential. I'm like, okay, I gotta keep them, you know. Like that right there is gonna be insane. Like I said, I'm only gonna throw a couple in there. I can't throw them all. That is too much potential. Oh man, the blue splex. Actually, it has has some little outlines of coral polyps. I don't know if that one will be in the finished point, but there's some outlines there. We sell the box at the end, Hoosh. This is one I kind of want to try and keep. Again, it's difficult for me to, like, that would be cool, but that one's going to be killer if I can finish it. I need to reheat this one. This one I got from John. Talk about a biface. There you go. This one's has that seam running through it, but otherwise it's good. By seam, I mean going to there. See that? It's not on this side though, just on the one side, but it's gonna pocket out, which means that's gonna be your tip right here. Heated this one myself. Yeah, it's got, it'll be translucent as I'll get out. All right, I can't give you all. Let me just do one more. It's got too many seams in it. Again, small but mighty. All right, cover it up. Never to be seen again. All right, we still got some room, so need to throw some Flint River in here. Whoopsies. So let's get some out of here. Already sold the dagger for 50 bucks. Well, 60 because we have a kind, generous spirit. This one is very fragile. Very. But I haven't put any incipient cracks in it yet, so there you go. A little preform. Most of these are just raw stuff, okay? That's actually a heat-treated preform I broke in half, but everything else is fine. It's thinned down decent. Okay, is that gonna... That's legit about all I can fit in there. I'm being serious. It's gonna be tough to fit anything else. This was actually a little hand scraper I made, funny enough. Unifaced. Is that a heat-treated piece? I think it's slightly heat-treated. All right, that's about all I can fit in here. All right. Well, here's box one. Now let me dump box two. Bear with me. All right, here we go. One. This one's gonna be killer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, This one should have some color, I think. By the way, that's the dagger for 50 bucks, Hoosier. You missed out. Bear with me here. Oh, man. I take it back. I want to keep this one. Nah, that's too late now. Watch out, Morris. Let me lay there. Yeah, I knew there'd be some color in there. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 8, 9. Getting some smaller ones. 10. Heat treated Georgia Jasper. This one should be good. This coral slicks up good. I think this one will be a killer. All right, I'm done counting. This one should be heat treated, by the way. I don't know if I can fit this all in one box, but I'm gonna try. Then all the smaller stuff. That's a good flake right there. Good polypy spall right there. This one probably not gonna, it's just for funsies, okay? That's not for real. I'm actually sad about these two. The two-tone color, the seam had glossed over, it's translucent. Then this is just slick as glass. Some coastal pink stuff. One of these clear. One of those. And a couple flakes. All right. All right, Marsha. What you say, Marsh? All right, start at 110. Oh, that's a hefty one already. Goodness. All right, 110. Your laughter's at 120. That's crazy. I don't know if I can fit that in a box, but I'm gonna do my best. And if I can't fit it all, then I'll remove the small ones first. That's what I'll do if I have to. Hopefully I won't have to. We'll see you, John. By the way, you'll notice I don't think I sold any piece that was yours, because if it was, I'm very, very partial to it. Always. Always partial to it. I don't think a single piece in here was yours. All of your stuff is in one of those two boxes, in a box in the back, and right in here. It's right in there actually. So that's what I'm gonna keep. All right, 120 going once. 120 going twice. Watch out, Marshall. Yeah, your stuff is in here that I heat treated and fooled around with. So, yep. Or some of it I didn't need to heat treat. And all right, 125. Oh man, Lance gonna steal it from him. Uh-oh. Going twice. And, oh man, 130. Okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. All right, 130 going once. I'm telling you, Explorer. 130 going twice. And I think that's going to do it. And sold if I don't see anything in the next 5 seconds. All right. Whew. All right, now let's show off to see what Hoosier missed out on. Oh, I forgot to show off the stuff up here. Whoopsie daisies. This is the one Hoosier missed out on. for 50 bucks. Did you see the ones I sent? No, but he said it was awesome. He said it was absolutely insane. Then this is the other one out of Florida Coral. This is a handle. I didn't really sell this one because I don't know why anybody would buy it. It's just kind of a practice thing. Oh, from one of my earlier videos, I think it was nap 2 points in 15 minutes. Forgot about that one. Anyways, your laughter wins. Your laughter wins. So let me see. John won the first one, and then your laughter won the second one. I'm going to need to write that down so I don't forget. Let me find a pen, because if I don't write it down, I'm going to forget. Let's see. This is an Expo marker, but it'll work. All right. Box 1 goes to John. Box 2 goes to your laughter. All right. And your laughter also got the dagger. And Tommy got the Flint River dagger. Okay. Got it written down. All right. Well, I guess y'all help me get rid of some rocks. Next time, maybe I'll go through some of the stuff up here that isn't stuff I plan on working. A lot of John's stuff I do plan on working because it's some of the best stuff here. There's some coastal up here. Like some of this stuff I'm not even sure about. I don't think I'd sell that. But a lot of the Flint River I'd get rid of. That's one I'd keep. I got that one from John. You know, stuff like that I'd sell. Oh, I forgot about this. This is some other preforms and whatnot. I got a couple other boxes. And I've got some stuff over yonder and in there and in there. I didn't show you in there. I didn't really go through that one. And I got a couple more in the back. And then all this I need to go through. But anyways, y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. You ready to go inside? Say thank you to everybody who did something tonight. All right. By the way, I got a bunch of new tools on the way from Richard White. And I also got a couple tools in the next within the next month or two from Lance that I'm really excited to try. So you'll need to stay tuned to watch some of those. Also, somebody commented on one of my last videos about antler, because I've been needing some antlers, so I may be getting some of that soon. And anyways, yeah, we're going to end it here. Thanks so much, guys. Y'all are amazing. And maybe I can buy a boat that actually works. No, oh, this is something I did want to mention. For pretty much all the staple people here, and some of y'all are becoming staple people, I'm going to do a huge surprise for y'all based on my new logo. Now, I got a new logo up there on the channel today, or a couple days ago, but I'm getting my buddy to vectorize it so that I can put it on something to ship out that's custom. So if y'all become loyal to the channel, I may send you a nice little surprise one of these days. Now that the logo is finally getting done. What's the Discord? I actually don't have a Discord. What's the Discord y'all are talking about? Do I need to make a Discord? Is that how that works? Do I sign up for Discord and then make a Discord for it? Let me turn the light off so it's not blinding them. Hey, Marshall. I'm talking to everybody on the phone. Yep. Links in your description. Okay, I'll figure that out. All right, back down. Okay, good job. All right, hey, thanks, guys, so much. Y'all are amazing. Got to ship these two out in some boxes. And also, that other point that's right there. Yeah, I see it. Okay. All right, guys, take care. I'm gonna end it out. Bye.